We're going to mold all this up into my rant, right? Now, where the war horn? Can I get a war horn, please? So, family, regardless of where you are, just know that I love you. But if you're on Africa TV and you checking this out, I gotta go. See you later. Gye-Nyame. If you're on Twitch, man, I hope to see you over at GNJ.media. Here, let me type it in real quick into the chat. Because maybe, let's see, HTTPS / GNJ.media. Boom. Give it a second to sit up in the chat for a second. Let it marinate. Let it. Whoa, that's a cutie pie right there. Let it marinate. Let it marinate. Let it marinate. And Twitch, we gotta go. GNJ.media. GNJ.media. That's what it is. It's up on screen. You can see it. YouTube. Gotta go. GNJ.media. GNJ.media. Facebook, same thing. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Bada bing, bada boom. We are up. We are live on GNJ.media. All by ourselves. I wonder if I throw something up in the chat just to test. Let's see if it'll pop up on the screen. Will it pop up on the screen? Nope, won't pop up on the screen. Just checking. That would be kind of, well, it might, because it's going to, because we still got our Discord. So I got to go and check our Discord, because I ain't been on Discord in a while. Oh, anyway, family, I really don't have nothing to rant about, even though I always have something to rant about. But I'm going to throw up my hands and tell you, you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm your host, Brother Hot Tim. And of course, you know that this is the Daily Toast. And you already understand that this is a Heart of a Simba production. All day, every day, where we strive. To blow up your old paradigms. Blow it up. All them old paradigms, they can't stand it. All they want to stand, they want the old paradigms just to be around and just to hang around. But you got to blow them up. They're like old habits. You got to blow them. You got to get rid of them. If you don't get rid of them, they'll drag you down. And you don't want to allow them to drag you down, family. Listen, we on the come up over here at Gye-Nyame Journey. We looking for those who want to be on the come up, not on the drag down. You know what I'm saying? Many of us are being dragged down by the things that we wear around our necks. I got an Africa around my neck so I get to float high. Well, many of y'all got people, like I said yesterday, you got to be willing to cut them. You know what I'm saying? You building a team for success. And in order to build a team for success, sometimes you got to cut them. You ain't meeting the thing. And then, this is what's the most beautiful part. Sometimes, by us being the asshole and cutting people, we bring out the best in them. They be like, I should have been on the team. So you got those that'll sit around and will bemoan their situation. Then you got others that will get up and start trying to work through it. And what we have got rid of is the latter part of that discussion, right? We allow people to sit around and just bemoan the situation rather than saying, listen, I'm going to the next motherfucking level. I'm going to make them sorry that they didn't pick me. Matter of fact, I'm going to be the first one they pick next year if I even decide to go with them. No. What we doing is like, it's okay. It's okay. Rather get up and do something. Get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. You got to get up, get out, and get something. You can't spend all your time trying to get high. You got to get up, get out, and get something. How would you make it if you never even tried? You got to get up, get out, and get something. Because you and I got to do for you and I. I heard that somewhere. I don't know, one of those hip-hop philosophers. I got that somewhere. But it's the truth. Many of us are allowed to sit in our self-pity for so long and make it okay. Or they'll bring out a trophy and give you a trophy regardless. You know what I'm saying? We need to start sending our kids back. Here, take that trophy back. I told the story about, somebody gave my daughter a award for her smile. Yeah, listen, she at school. I don't give a fuck about her eyes or some shit like that. I don't give a fuck about her eyes. Can she spell eyes? You know what I'm saying? Can she tell the difference between the I and the EYES? I don't give a damn. I really don't about making her feel better. Let's get her crying. You know what I'm saying? I'll be celebrating when they fall down and come on now. You can do it. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to start pushing that up out of our young people. And we got to start pushing it up out of each other. Because we supposed to fail. You can't get good at nothing without failure. And our relationship with failure has been so warped by this fucked up system. It has messed us up. You know what I'm saying? And it can't help but to think that it's on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you shouldn't fail. We need all our kids to fail. We need all our kids to pass. We got to go to make them feel they had to be safe all the time. And I do understand having a safe environment. No, he don't need an F. Just give him a D plus and let him pass. Are we really helping? I have to ask, are we really, you know what I'm saying? If I keep pulling the scab off, will it heal right? If I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I help the butterfly out of the cocoon, am I really helping the butterfly? You understand? If I crack the egg to try to help the chicken out, am I really helping the chicken or am I deforming him by my over-helpfulness? Have you ever run into somebody that's just so damn helpful that it becomes destructive? I mean, they just want to help, but in their help, it becomes destructive to the whole goddamn process. And you got to be like, no, stop. Don't you help. Sit down. I know y'all experienced that before. And in many cases, this is what we are doing to our young people and even in some of our organizations. Everybody don't need to feel good. Sometimes feeling good can be bad. Sometimes we have to learn how to deal with those uncomfortable emotions, those uncomfortable times. We got to learn how to be able to, we got to sit up in that shit and feel it. Feel the pain, feel the embarrassment. We got to be able to do that and be able to sit back and let our children go through that shit. Let the tears come. Let the embarrassment, let them simmer and cook in it and shit. Because that's what the world does. Once they get outside of our arena, so we got to make sure that they trained in doing that shit. It's cool, let that shit out. It's cool, be mad. It's cool. But now, the question has to come up. As somebody that's a nation builder, as somebody's a tribe builder, as somebody's a warrior trainer, as somebody's a man and woman maker, the question has to come up. What you gonna do now? Okay, you done cried now. What you gonna do now? You gonna quit? What you gonna do now? You gonna move to the next level? What you gonna do now? We don't ask that question. We just want you to feel good now. Okay, here we gonna pass you on. Not knowing that when we pass you from the first grade to the second grade, but you don't have the skills, we putting you behind. And then when you get moved from the second grade, because they don't want to hold you back and don't want to hurt your self-esteem, they move you to the third grade. You don't have the shit mastered from second or the first grade, nor do you have the time to do it. So by the time you get to the sixth grade, it become a big problem. And now everybody's wondering, like, I wonder how that happened. We're not sitting people down and getting them to master the basic shit. The basic shit requires embarrassment. The basic shit requires, in some cases, some cruelty. The basic shit requires sometimes some pain. That's why it's basic. But once you got that shit mastered, because almost everybody can master the basics. Once you get the basics mastered, once you go through the pain and the embarrassment, once you get it mastered, you had the building blocks to move to the next levels. In capoeira, the piece that I love about really any martial art, once you got the basics, yeah, you got other people that train longer than you, but once you got the basics, you could beat the average player. You could beat, no matter what you could beat 50% once you got the basics. And if you master the basics, you could beat 75%. You don't need the fancy moves. You don't need the flips and shit like that. You just need to know the basics. All right, cool, this motherfucker flipping. Let me go on and do a basic front kick, motherfucker. Pow! Oh, you wasn't expecting the basics. You thought I was go, aha, sweep, ha. Oh, you trying to get fat. Oh, he up in the air. Let me just move smoothly and come up, hand slap, blah, motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Basics. Basics in fighting. Basic in mathematics. Basics in reading. Basics in spelling. Basics. But we don't want people to get the basics. Or we've been tricked into not making people get the basics because they won't feel good. Because they won't feel good. And I'm starting to think that this whole feel good shit and this whole all of us can achieve and this no child left behind bullshit is a result of a strategy to fuck us up. Sometimes some people need to be left behind because they come out on top because they had to stew in the thought of, I could have did it, or it was something else, or they could discover something about themselves. We're not allowing people to get trapped in the cave of darkness that is themselves so that they can explore in the darkness and crawl around and bump into who they are and come out that cave and take us as a group to a whole nother level. Brother Kwame says yes, once a week almost. I don't know what he will, because it's a little bit behind. Master the basics to enable oneself to become educated to learn mostly. And see, and this is what we see. It's the basics that enable us to be able to do the advanced shit. The basics. Mastering the basics make it possible for you to go and be able to teach your shit, because really that's what college is about. College, you learn how to teach yourself. You learn how to explore. You know what I'm saying? Who was it? Was it Isaac Newton that came up with calculus? Who taught him calculus? No, they taught him basic thinking skills. Who taught Einstein about relativity? Or did Einstein observe that shit by using the basics that he had and building upon what he had to create? Who taught George Washington Carver the shit that, or was it the basics? Y'all, I mean, listen, a lot of y'all not ready for Gye-Nyame. Really, it's not. Even some people in Gye-Nyame ain't ready for Gye-Nyame. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to get to the goddamn base. You got to get back. You don't want to do the basics because you think it's remedial. You think it's beneath you. But the basics are you. Your body run on basics. Your body only starts fucking up when it starts to try to do some new shit. That's when you get fucked up. When the body is operating on the basic operations, with the basic shit, you okay. The cancers and all the other sicknesses start coming when your body start doing new shit. When you start doing new shit and introducing new shit to your body, that's when you start fucking up. But as long as your body dealing with the basics, you cool. Oh my God. Y'all ain't getting it. The basics, dummy. It's not the economy, it's the basics. So, that was my rant for today. The old man going off. Class dismissed. We're about to get into the toast. And I'm going to open up the lines. Actually, the lines are already open. I will ask that you will refrain from calling in until after we get the libations. But I'm going to put the number up because I will forget. I'm going to put the number up into the chat. For some of y'all out there that might be new, that don't know. Oh, that's wrong. It's 614-556-4535. Well, you can call in and you can discuss any topic you want because it's Toast Talking Money. And like I said, if nobody's calling in, I got a whole lot of stuff I got to do. So I'm going to get up and I got between the day and tomorrow to do the impossible. I had time and just shit was dragging on. But it's something about when the place is totally empty. You know, when a place is totally empty, that makes it a lot easier for me to really just go on and trudge through some shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's just something about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's kind of hard to get that type of experience at the house because there's always something popping up. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm able to go to a place where it's just me, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. But hey, it's time for us to go on and end this rant. Rant is